Yo guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are from the Atlanta Motor Speedway here after Daytona 250 to kick off the season last race. As you can see right now, we are doing a qualifying lap from Atlanta Motor Speedway here. Let's just take a look at this flying lap. You see we're about 0.4 of a second off pole, and we will get 8th. We'll start this race from P8 here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. As you can see, your pole sitter is Stuart Friesen. Welcome back from Atlanta Motor Speedway. It is the Vet Tix Camping World 200 here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here are the race stories. Natalie Decker wasn't nearly as fast as she expected her truck to be. Grant Enfinger did not have a good practice session. And Stuart Friesen is your pole sitter for today's race. I myself will start in 8th. Here we go. Green flag from Atlanta Motor Speedway. The Vet Tix 200 is underway. I'm already going to make it 3 wide around the outside racing line here, heading into turn number 1. Here with Johnny Sauter up the track. We will head in about 3 wide coming off turn number 2. Yeah, more contact with Austin Hill, and we hit the wall even. That's big time contact. We will still stay in the draft here in 4th, now 3rd. Battling up here with the leaders. Middle 3. Contact with Todd Gill as we come off turn number 4. At the end of lap number 1, still 3 wide here. We are in the middle. We're going to go send it very deep in and just hope it just sticks here. Early in this race, we are still battling for the race lead. We do come off turn number 2, clear the race leaders by a good little bit as we head back into turn number 3. You can see that the tires are already starting to wear here. It's only like 6 or 7 laps into this race. It's getting pretty bad here, but that's just what happens with the old service at Atlanta here. In the Vet Tix 200. Yeah, just barely into the run. We got 3-second lead over Johnny Sauter. Almost a 4-second lead over Jordan Anderson and Brett Moffitt and Stuart Friesen as we come off turn number 4. Mostly through stage number 1 here. We are starting to catch up on lap traffic. I think this is Natalie Decker as we will try to head down to the bottom of the racetrack. She's going to block us all the way down to the apron as we had almost a big wreck there. As we go into turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4, we will pass Natalie Decker a lap car. That's our first lap car of the day. Now coming off turn number 2, we are passing lap cars very fast and very efficient here. Just the tire wear is very much a factor. With a 5.4 second lead, it still affects us as much as the other guys do. Yeah, we got 21% on that right rear. We are starting to struggle with that as it continuously goes down every second. We now have the light on of our tires are starting to get very worn out. So we will pass Clay Greenfield around the outside lane here. We're just passing lap cars right now, just winding down the laps here in stage number 1. Not sure if y'all heard, but people are pitting ahead of us here. The lap cars are pitting ahead as we are still going to take our little bit of tire advantage. See how long we can last out here, maybe to the end of stage number 1. As we only got 2 more laps to go in stage number 1. We are cooking right now with a 14.3 second lead, though you can put an asterisk on it because everyone else is pitting right now. And going through the trial for right now, white flag is in the air for stage number 1. We are passing Tyler Ingham, who's inside the top 10. So we're passing a lot of cars that are inside the top 15 and top 10, which are definitely going to help us when we pit. For all the cars that have not pitted yet, They're still on the lead lap. Now coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be the second stage win of the season here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. I will win stage number 1. We're coming back to the green flag here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. We will be the control car here on the restart. Green flag is in here. We're back underway from Atlanta Motor Speedway. We do clear the 38 here on the restart to start out this race. As you can see already when we're starting to complete our first lap of stage number 2, we're already coming out to a 1 second advantage here early on in stage number 2. Now coming off turn number 4, caution flag is gonna wave. Something happened, I guess, behind us. Let's see if we can find out who it is. No, we cannot, but something happened behind us. Now heading back to the green flag here. We will be the control car once again. Green flag is back in here. We're back underway from Atlanta Motor Speedway here in stage number 2 with 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Here heading into turn number 3, we already have a pretty big advantage over second place, Zane Smith. As you already see, the tire wear is very excessive here. You see we got about a 1 second gap between me and Zane. With only a couple laps to go here in stage number 2. We will have the race lead as we come off turn number 2. And it looks like me and Zane Smith aren't having a race really anymore, as I'm going to probably lead by... Oh, caution flag is going to wave. And that's going to be the end of stage number 2. You can see, pause if you want to see where your favorite driver finished in stage number 2. I'm going to actually pit here for 4 fresh tires. Now about to go green back here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. After sweeping the first 2 stages, the final stage is underway from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Green flag is in the air. We're underway. 27 laps to go in stage number 3 and in the race here. As we go through turns 1 and 2, we already are starting to build out a pretty decently sized lead going down the back straightaway. Now coming back to the stripe, 26 laps to go. The tires, they're maintaining for now, but don't expect that later in the run. Probably in the next, I would say 3 to 4 laps. Expect the tire wear to be very bad here from Atlanta. As you can see off turn number 2, I just simply lost talent. As we head back into turn number 3, we still have our race lead over Johnny Sauter, but it's definitely lower since we did hit that wall. And caution flag will wave from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Do we decide to pit here? Do we not? We are going to actually not pit just so we can keep that good track position. I know I was thinking about pitting very much, but just wasn't worth it. I just wanted to keep my track position here from Atlanta. It's very essential as we head into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. We're back underway from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And 20 laps remain from Atlanta. Just look at my tires. We head down into turn number 3 here. It just is a cheese grater. This surface with this tire. I mean, you already saw I lost 5%, 6%, 7%. Just from one corner alone here. 8% just from that half of a lap. 19 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now inside 10 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. We do have a pretty big advantage here as our tires are very much worn. 25% left on that right rear, and caution flag will wave here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now the big question is, do I want to play a little bit dicey here and take 2 tires, assuming that they won't take 2 tires, or they might take 4? I have no clue. I'm going to take 2 tires, just risk it for the biscuit. Let's see if we can somehow pull this victory out from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here, heading into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is in the air. We're underway again from Atlanta Motor Speedway in a 6-lap shootout here. As you already see, our left side tires, they're destroyed, but they're going to make it through pretty easily, I personally think. Here in this 6-lap shootout, it just depends. Did they take 4 fresh tires? I guess we will see if my 2-tire strategy just paid off here, as we already have about half a second lead. Let's see if we can just maintain it. But I mean, we get very good jumps on the restarts, but just can we maintain it through the rest of these upcoming laps as we head down to 5 laps to go. Johnny Sauter is 0.2 of a second back. And down in turn number 1, Johnny Sauter is closing and closing and closing as we are side by side coming off turn number 2. Can Johnny Sauter complete the pass as we head down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4? Sauter down to the bottom. Here comes Jordan Anderson. Jordan Anderson up to second. We will drop back to the 3rd position. Here comes Friesen as we come off 4. We got to block 2 lanes. We got to block the 23 of Brett Moffitt and the 52 of Stuart Friesen as we head through the tri-oval. 4 laps to go right now. Johnny Sauter is your race leader. Jordan Anderson in 2nd. I'm in 3rd. Moffitt is 4th and Friesen 5th. In a 5-car breakaway here with 4 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway down the back straightaway. Johnny Sauter has the race lead. We will just continue to just use this middle lane and get maybe some draft off of the 23 of Brett Moffitt. Johnny Sauter has the race lead. As we head back to the stripe, 3 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are side by side with that 3 truck as we head back into turn number 1. As we exit turn number 1 and go through turn number 2, we will overtake the 3 truck down the back straightaway now. The 3 truck will give us a huge draft and help us into the corner here in turn number 3. Can we catch Johnny Sauter in these final remaining laps? As we come through turns 3 and 4, coming off turn number 4, we head back to the stripe. We will have 2 laps to go from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Johnny Sauter is your race leader. I'm still getting as much draft as I can off that 13 truck. So we'll head up the racetrack. Just try to get right behind this 13 truck. Can we make the move? Head down to 3 and 4. We will head down to the bottom of the racetrack. And through turns 3 and 4, we will go slide job up the racetrack. We will head, but we do clear that 13 truck. And back to the stripe, we will have white flag in the air. One final time around Atlanta Motor Speedway. Johnny Sauter in the 13 truck. Can he catch us as we head through turn number 1? Johnny Sauter, he's gaining on us as we head up the racetrack. Coming off turn number 2. Sauter right to our left rear quarter panel. He cannot make the move. He has one final attempt into turns 3 and 4. Can he do it? He does dive bomb as much as he can, but coming off turn number 4, we will see the checkered flag and hold on just barely from the 13 truck of Johnny Sauter to win from Atlanta Motor Speedway. As you can see right now, we are doing burnouts on the front straightaway. And as Alan Kulwicki did after every win here in the NASCAR Cup Series, the Polish victory lap returns here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for our first career Truck Series win and only our second career start with this 88 truck from Menards. They put on one heck of a show here with Thor Sports. I would like to thank them for helping us win this race here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. A big, big day for us. Here are the race results. Pause to see where your favorite driver finished. Unless your favorite driver is me, I hope it is. But you can see only 17 cars finished on the lead lap. Here are the point standings. You can see I overtake the lead here in the point standings. Pause to see where your favorite driver finished after Atlanta Motor Speedway here for the point standings. As we look at the playoff standings now, I will also overtake you with the most playoff points as well with 8 compared to Tyler Hill's 5. Please like and subscribe for more NASCAR Heat 5 videos like this.